Oh, there you are. Good. Nice to see you. How's it going? Right. Today, and as usual, left it too late. It's nearly tea time. I'm going to change a hose. Yeah, mentioned it a while ago. It's the hose that comes from the water pump, goes down to the other metal pipe, and it's oozing. And you can't do with it oozing. So I'm going to change it. It's one of them. And it's one of them. I hope it's right one. I should imagine so. So I'll start whipping things off. Now it's not tea time ready just yet, but it's cracking on. Dumplings were marvellous last night. Frida's dumplings are always marvellous. First of all, might as well drain the water out. Well, that can be doing. 8 ml. And one there. You have to get to this, to get to the drain plug. Have to get to this to get to the drain plug. Cap off. Right, I'll just go for a wee and then we'll crack on. Only joking. That's all. That's off. That's over there. I'll tell you what. We'll undo that. Pop that clip off there. Clip off there. Up. Let's take it off. There we go. That'll come out. Put that there. That's over there. Oh, plastic nuts. Shows you plastic nuts. Okay, I'll come back to that. Right. There. This is just slotted in. Someone says it's not going to put a struggle. Comes off there. Which I think is supposed to come off there. Watch out for your switch. like so. Have a quick look over here. No, come back to that. Time. Right. That can go down there. Here's the hose we're looking at. It's a lovely little pink one there, which has a tendency to dribble. I suppose I could have just pulled the old one off, cleaned up the housing. In fact, you can get new housings, but I didn't think that far ahead, so I just got a hose. So I'm just going to pop that off. Right. Yeah, unfortunately, due to some fool parking a house close to the car, I can't get you in. I need to be around it. If you check out Dean Shortland's channel, I think he's done that. He's got a new elbow. Certainly worth trying. I'm going to go downstairs to get the other one, the other end. That bit there. You can see it's a black one. So I'll just take that off and we'll clean that up as well. Well, perhaps on second thoughts, it'd be a much better job just to replace the entire thing, and you don't have to do this. Okay, I'll just crack on with that. That looks a bit better. It doesn't look much better, but it is better. I'm going to pop the new one on there. I'm going to start at the bottom and work up. I think that clips are in roughly the right place. Right, I guess there'll be some tussling, maybe some swearing, so back in a moment. Okay, not good. I'm struggling to get the expanding clip back on the bottom pipe, one that comes underneath. We've struggled with it for a bit. I'll have to come back to it tomorrow. Tea's ready. We're having meatballs tonight. So that sounds like a lot of balls, doesn't it? It's good. I hope so anyway, it'll be nice. Okay, right, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, hello, good morning, you're back. Wednesday morning. So we left it last night because tea was ready and it was meatballs with pasta. Bloody marvellous, it was lovely. Right, thing is, I'm always stuffed afterwards, so I can't do anything work-wise because I'm too fat. Right, I'll show you the problem. Well, to be frank, it's not that big a problem if you've got proper wrists and you don't have rheumatism and things work properly. And if they don't, it's a struggle. So, I can put that on top of there, like that. This clip needs to be on here, but the struggle is I'm squeezing it. It's a combination of factors. The fact that it's not quite opening enough to get around this shoulder here. And then get down to where it should be, which is here. I've actually put some grease around the rubber so it will slip better. Anyway, I'm going to have another go. We'll have another tussle, and if I can't do it, I'm just going to have to put a Jubilee clip around here and tighten it up and leave that where it is. That will solve that problem. So, I'll crack on with that. Happy to report, it's still Wednesday, and I've got the clip on. Right, now we're good. That's the hose done. That job is finished. Hopefully. So, because we're finished under here, I'm going to pop this shield back on. That goes there. Like so. I'll do that next. And that's all done under here. Right, you may remember a long while ago I said I was going to put another temperature sensor in the top hose. Right, well, I finally got one the right size. Put the temperature sensor in it, it needs tightening up. I'm going to fit that in the hose here. If we can find a suitable spot. Now, I don't think it's just a case of popping that in. I think you need to cut a bit out. So, need to avoid that bit. There's a hose underneath here. Need to avoid that. So, I reckon about there. So, I need to cut about an inch out. Right, so I am painfully aware that I've got a knife in my hand and I'm going to start slashing at a perfectly innocent good hose, which is never a good thing under any circumstances. However, if you want to make a decent omelette, you've got to crack some eggs. Me, knives and hoses do not go together. But anyway, I'm going for it. There, I've gone for it. Too late now. There's a nice perfect cut. Which is never going to happen. Need to avoid the belt underneath. I need to avoid my fingers. Easy enough job, just cut a hose with a knife. That'll be right. What could possibly go wrong? You know what? Let's get that out of the way. There we go. How to destroy perfectly good hoses. And now we need to cut that bit out. I'm using a safety knife. That's the one where the blade that doesn't cut anything except your fingers or anywhere on your flesh. They're good at flesh. Hopeless with anything else. Right. Goes there, and there. I can pop that in. So, that's in like so. Tighten these up. Right. These clips are crap. Yeah, and that's rubbish. Right, that's coming off again. See if we can find some decent ones. Right. Off. Might get away with it, but couldn't find any of the right size. This could be interesting. Might get away with that. Okay. Right, that was lucky. I thought I was going to have to pack everything up and walk down to the spares shop. I think we'll get away with that. Right, that was the second job I wanted to do. That hose down there was the first one, this was the second. Now that's all done. I'll come back to the wiring and the gauge later. Right, I'm going to start putting everything back. Okie dokie. Right, that was good. We've had a nice another cup of tea. Right, let's start putting things back together. We'll start with the boost solenoid valve, which is that little thing down there. I'll pop those are the troublesome wires. If you're ever having boost difficulties, check those two wires. Reason being, they come underneath like that. That's where they live. But so do these pipes. And they chafe. Like a chafing dish, but without the dish. See the marks on the rubber. And then they kind of get naked and sit together, and then all sorts of things goes wrong. Have you ever heard of that before? Right, so goes on there, like that. Those two dangling bits of spare at the moment, so I need to put this mounts in there, and there, and of course those two on there with that bit. So yes, I need to I need to reassemble my switch. That's the old hose. And the part number on it as well. Doesn't look too bad. I'll probably keep it as a spare, like you do. Right. This shouldn't be too bad. It isn't that old. It's like a harvest festival, you've got to make sure everything's safely gathered in. Right. This switch, it really is annoying. It does a good job. Flipping heck. I'd rather platform. There. Presses down. There's a 10mm. They're only plastic, so don't get giddy. Okay, that's the bottom bit. That's on. That bit back. Goes on the turbo. We've got one of them. Back on. Clips on. Two. Put that in. Ah, that's one I didn't foresee. Oh. The fragile wiring out the way. One goes on there. That's for the map. That's for the ambient air temperature. Those are on. Right, yes. We'll come back to this. I'm going to put a proper catch can on here. I'm going to use the one off Old Stinky. Pops on there, clip at the front, clip at the back. Well, that one fits. And that one. That one. The turbo is a different size. Turbos on, pipes on, connected, we've got the catches on, we've got the catches on, we've got the filter on, we've got that on. Oh, look at that. That's on, come back to that. Right. I think we can refill. Tell you what, I don't like the look of that. A bit of possible chafing there, so I'm going to have to put something over that. Probably a bit of hose, perhaps. Right, anyway, I'll see to that amongst the other jobs, because now we're going to refill. Theoretically, if the expansion tank is the highest thing in the system, there shouldn't be a problem. Allegedly. I think we'll go for a start. I don't think it's right because there's too much left and the bottle's full. So we'll give it a shot. You hang on there, keep an eye on it. Right, the only thing you have to do is turn the place into a swamp.